Defeated by Rythen, broken by pain, and punished by Nythor with fury and shame, Morthen went seeking a roof for the night, in halls of a friend he still trusted as right. But under dim rafters and half-hidden flame, he heard low voices that blackened each name, and there in the shadow the cruel truth was laid: he and the others were only a bait. They had been chosen as bodies to fall, thrown toward the Paladin Girl through it all. If she had been slain by their desperate hand, then Rythen would hunt them across every land. While vengeance pursued those left marked for the blade, the true schemers behind it would vanish and fade. So Morthen stood silent and heard his fate clear, used as a shield by the ones he held dear. He left without warning, without a last word. No curse in the doorway, no steel drawn or stirred. He vanished from roads where his old footsteps lay, and none could recall where he turned from that day. Through rain-beaten miles and through sorrow's cold end, he walked with no hearth and no faith in a friend, till out of dark water he pulled one half drowned, a raven near lost where the black reeds bent down. But there on the bank in the cold evening air, the raven changed shape to a man standing there. His name it was Havrit, a walker of skins, a keeper of feathers, of secrets, of winds. He followed with Morthen through hollow and glen, and listened in silence again and again. Morthen told all of the wounds of his years, the losses he carried, betrayals and fears. One night by the embers, when moonlight was thin, a torment long hidden came raging within. Morthen awoke with a cry sharp and wild, like something was tearing the strength from the child. His body convulsed and his skin burned like flame. His fever rose fierce and too dreadful to name, and Havrit could only hold fast through the pain, trying to soothe what he could not restrain. When morning broke heavy and Morthen burned still, Havrit went seeking a healer with skill. His path led at last where a Lamia stayed, Kalira, whose hands knew the fever and blade. She tended the suffering with patience and art, with cool healing herbs and a merciful heart. And slowly the fire in Morthen grew mild, as sleep drew him deep in its medicine wild. While waiting beside him through shadow and light, Havrit let slip what he hid from all sight. His love for Morthen, once buried and chained, at last in that hush could no longer be reigned. Yet Morthen, though sleeping and healing so deep, still heard every word that escaped through that sleep. When finally waking, he answered that plea with a kiss and with silence that set Havrit free. Then Morthen asked Kalira to walk at their side, to share in the miles and the perils of wide. She joined them with gladness, unafraid of the unknown, and three wounded hearts built a bond of their own. Through valleys and woodlands affection grew warm, a haven of feeling in weather and storm. The two men loved Kalira, and found to their grace her heart had already prepared them a place. Then winter descended with merciless breath, a white roaring tempest that carried near death. Within that blind storm, where the cold cut like knives, they found a young stranger half clinging to life. They bore him through frost to a hut dark and worn, with no hearth to wake and no fire to be born. So close did they hold him through all of that night, till dawn touched his eyes with their ember bright light. Himself Ashkar, fire's last living son, an Ifrit aflame, though unknown to each one. And more than his nature, he told them this too: the rescue had forged them in bonds fierce and true. For while they had saved him from cold and from end, his fire mark had passed to each newly made friend. To Morthen, to Havrik, to Kalira it ran, a seal not of iron, but soul's burning brand. From that fateful storm and that hut in the white, the four were no longer four lives in the night. Their hearts had been tethered, their spirits aligned, their fates drawn together in soul and in mind. Morthen the betrayed, who was cast out to fall, had found not an ending but more than them all. From ruin and fever, from snow, flame and scar, he rose with three others beneath one same star. Bound not by blood and not bound by command, but by rescue, by longing, by heart and by hand. A raven, a lamia, an ifrit, a man, all shaped by the wounds from which healing began. And though treachery drove him alone from the past, it led him to souls who would hold him at last. So deep in the fire, where lost wanderers are, four lives became one by